Hello and welcome. Right, I have done a little bit of work, but not too much. I didn't want to do too much without being there, but I've got a stack of straw bales. I don't want to get caught out again without these straw bales, so I thought, well, I'm going to stack one and get it ready. And I've got all the engines started. Yeah, that's all I've done. I've literally got, there's a little bit of sorghum left in from last time. That's also, yeah, that is also, put that in. And then we're going to feed the pigs and crack on, because I know they were a little bit short of food. Not short of food, but you know, like getting a little bit lower. Now there are more of them, but I thought we'd need to really get these off the field anyway. Next we're going to be scooting through till March, so I thought let's get we need to get these off the fields. Also I was thinking about, well, if we're going to be using the 6-meter planter to plant all of our fields with cotton, it's going to be a little bit tricky with a 6-meter. So I think we're going to lease something else as well. Yeah, I do. Also, let's have a look at the sales. I can't remember. I know I will have looked. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I remember. So let's get these off the field so that at least when it does become March, we can actually plant. So I think we'll be leasing a plant, something like the Kinsey or something. And yeah, because it's, the Kinsey's not, the Kinsey is no-till, I think. I'm sure it is. We shall look. I'm sure it is. My gut tells me it is. Yeah, so we'll lease that. We will still use a 6-meter as well. We'll just do an assisted. I think we also need to order some seeds. I don't think we've got any left. I think we'd literally sold all of ours because that was what we did, didn't we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This will tell me what the state of play is. Yeah, there's no seeds in that little lot. Oh, we're going to need 87 tons of wheat to see us through the... It may be. Yeah, this year's going to be full. And that's the other thing. We need to be looking at the slurry. Wow, that's a decent amount of slurry. Yeah, and I do realise the biogas plant was switched off, which is why it's all winter stuck to the same amount of bales. This time it was my mistake. I don't know why I switched it off. But yeah, it's not been processing because it's been switched off. So yeah, it's switched on again. I don't know. I really don't know why I did that. I know we do occasionally. Yeah, Marty gave me advice a long time ago about the costing system, but some things like that just need leaving on. You can't keep switching them on and off. And it is good advice. I'm not calling Marty's advice. It is sound. It's just that there are some things that even if it is costing you, it's tough because you don't want to keep switching some things on and off. A judgment is called for, shall we say? I think we will need another one. This is what I was saying. I knew that we'd got way too much, that we wouldn't need all of this, even more so just for a year. But yeah. I would like to have a goodly amount. Yeah, because if we're doing cotton, we're not going to be getting straw again. So this is us until the end of the Let's Play, which it's a year, so I think we'll be quite alright, really. In fact, I think 2 sets anymore, and I think we might run the oddments over to... because the value shouldn't be terrible. Yeah, I think 2 sets. I think I concur with my reasoning. I don't think we're going to need any more than that. And if we do, it's tough. I'll have to buy it. I will. Yeah, but stored where we have done isn't a bad place. Easy to get to. No, I was going to say I'm going to stick to this again. Actually, just yeah, I've got to be careful. The picker-upper, whatever you'd call that takes up a bit more room, so we'll do this from this way this time. was wondering what that was. It is the concrete that it didn't quite place it. I must have put it in V mode to get that done. Now remember, it pushes backwards, so... Ooh, my bad. See, and that's what I'm on about. It's going to do weird things. Don't can't be able to pull forward either. It'll do something weird. See, my instincts were totally right about that. I knew I was going to be too close. Can I get off? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Right. Yeah. Just get this job finished. And even if the price is... it shouldn't be rubbish. It was... January's the best, but it does take a nosedive, so we shall see. But to be honest with you, yeah, I really don't think that we're going to be needing... It's only 3 or 4 bales, 7.5 tonners, I think. Can't turn that quickly. Come back for that one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's you know, I have enjoyed it, but obviously it was an additional one. It was one of those I thought, oh, I've missed this map. Let's get cracking. I'd already got enough Let's Plays on, but I thought, well, yeah. I don't mean it funny, but you viewers and subscribers stick with me, and I thought the least I can do is actually at least a bit like Silver Run. Just, yeah. Thank you for sticking with me. Sometimes you've got to put the extra effort in so that people can see things that are going on that do sort of stick with the channel. It's only fair, I think. That was my reasoning. It is a nice map, and I'm glad also that I've done this challenge. It did come at the right time because mods and that were going wrong, and it's still not, it's better, it's more stable, but it's still not right. There's still glitches, even in the base game, and that sort of shows me that it is the base game and it's not mods, because really we've not got mods, well, 2 mods on. So I don't really think that mods on this particular game have got hardly any impact at all. And on the other games where mods are completely enabled now, I've been on, there's no instabilities anymore, which also likewise, there's been no updates for some of the mods. I've not got, mind you, that's true, I haven't put crop rotation back on. I ought to try that on one of the Let's Plays just to see what happens, because that's the one that was affecting time, but there's been no update on it, so it'd be interesting to see. I personally think it was the base game and the glitch was down to the base game, so I think it'll be probably okay now. I think that's everything. Yeah, I can't see any more. Let's run these over. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hate it when I do that. When you put it into that mode, because you can't redo your things down at that angle now for good. It really is. Now let's have a look at the best price, because we do want that, although we don't want to go very far. So do you know something? No, yeah, they're not bad. They're about the same. I could see it just very briefly. You have to go down now with this in the lowered state, which is ridiculous. It can't cancel it. At least I don't think you can. You never used to be able to. Let's have a look. Never say never. Oh, there you go. You can actually. No, you can't. That's it. You're going to abort, but if you press the X button that you normally could, it's still in the unload bales thing. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, your arm, although you can abort unloading, it doesn't ever go back, so that will go into its normal position where you can press the X button and it goes back up. It's stuck because you've done the, which is a bit of a weird thing, really. Because in real life, I'm quite sure you'd be able to do that. But hey ho, it is what it is. It's one of those things that I know it's my own silly fault. Oh no, you shouldn't have done that. No, I should. You still have to press Y twice. Yeah, it's again we've got the environmental score for all of the bales for the this time. That's random because all the times we've only got it for a couple of sets and then there's no more. So I don't get why the game sometimes rewards you with the environmental score for your bales and then other times it doesn't. It's totally random. It shouldn't be like that. You either get your environmental score or you don't. But yeah, again, it's glitch city. Right, so then, oh, we have flying animals. Now then, don't we need to, I think we do need to do fertilise before March. It was one of those jobs we said we were going to do. Let's just check. 9 and 10. Oh, it's going dark. 11 has gone dark. But we can extrapolate from 10. So the pH is dark, but it's not awful. Nitrogen is, though. Yeah, that is. It's the orange that's left. Are we going to... Yeah, we're going to... Yeah, we need to. It's gone dark. You can't use it at that point. There it is as well. We'll grab that. But we'll stick it on the front. Let's just put this over here. No, actually, we might need to come over here for the... I'll leave this like that because we're going to need it soon. Right. Where is the other bread all as well? Because we need both. The other bread, I think it's already over there. I think. I would like, though, yeah, it's true. I would like to crack on with doing the, yeah, one job at a time. Need to put the straw bales in. Yeah, I really don't want to forget that. If we open this wide enough, we should be able to get 3 at a time. We go full width. About hot in the middle, I should say. Might lose the top one. Can't be helped. Whoa, this is an assault course. Ooh. Yeah, I left that there to help me, but really I haven't really helped myself, have I? Yeah, so I was leaving it there for grabbing the manure. I thought it's about time we grab that out as well. The bucket's there already. Let's just tuck it there for a minute. Yeah, I'm glad I discovered that. I really did not expect that, to be able to drop the straw bales here, if I'm honest. Dragging on the ground. Ooh, rolled a long way. Yeah, I think we'll just aim for 2 at a time. That way it's not gonna... we just got back. Now then, I think we said 7. So we can definitely do at least 3 journeys. Sure, I did one time, said that's 7 bales. Then that was a guesstimate. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, now they were the first fields we did, so yeah, we must have done this one. So why is... No, we were hovering around. Yeah, so this is going to go dark soon as well then. 69. Yeah, that's because we've bought another field. We've knocked it another 2 fields. We also need to scan 13. So yeah, we've got a bit of scanning today before the turn of the year. So a few more jobs than we actually thought. But that's, yeah, it is now. What was our animals? Animals, what were we looking at? Yeah, we're definitely double what we've done so far. Yeah, I think that'd be about right actually. 7 7s are 49, so I reckon that's about 50 tons. That looks about right by the slider. So let's get this done properly. No half measures. Okay, I didn't mean to spear that one, but that'll do. 2 at a time it is. Slalom. Yeah, I'm a bit bad about this really, because I sort of was my own worst enemy, because I didn't actually fully do it. I always intended to, and because it's such a little job. So, oh, I'm dragging again. Yeah, totally forgot about it and let it up. I mean, it did take a few months. I think we must have ran out for at least a month, that's on me. And I always meant to fill it, and I never did either. So, again, and I do know that if you're on base game, it is by the amount of straw. So it was my own silly fault that we didn't get the manure that we should have done, because base game works it out on the amount of straw you've got, not the amount of animals, which is why I've got the mod on normally to adjust that to what it should be, because I'm trying to play as realistically as possible. So in a way you could say, because I'm playing with the base game, that I'm not playing realistically, because there are mods on normally that adjust for the fact that it's not realistic. Yeah. It is amazing when you consider that, though, that the modders are correcting what the game maker has not done correctly. It does tickle me a little bit. But then again, I mean, FS19, I've got to be honest. When I first played this game, the learning curve is so steep on this game, and the help system was laughable. Really, they've got that new thing. It's not bad, but let's be honest, the modders really have got everyone's help covered, and the content creators. I mean, if I need help, I don't go to Giants. I go to a numerous modders, content creators, should I say? Not sure. What are you doing? What are you doing? Probably wrecked the back one as well, you wally. No, not quite. We have actually used more of this than I thought. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to actually sell that other set. It wasn't for the money though, it really was. I was a little bit afraid. Yeah, there wasn't really enough space there. Although I suppose we've got space other places. We do see very large stacks of straw, but yeah, this shouldn't go down ultra quickly. Huh? Oh, that's why they're not disappearing. Oh, I'm gonna have to move them now. Yeah, what we'll do though, we won't move them. We'll just stick them right next door, where they're not gonna get in the way. But we do need to swap implements. Quite get it right, even as good as this is. It's because that's too close, really. I think all that we've got on. Do I time lapse it? Because there's a lot to do, really. We've got to, yeah, bucket this traditionally, scan the fields. I think we will, yeah, because otherwise it's going to be too long a session, I think, to actually get this done properly. I don't want us to stretch into March, not really. Right. Yeah, so I think I will. I'm going to go into a time lapse. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse. Animals. Yeah, we've reached that point now, that dilemma where do I... Just trying to work out the sums. If I take the... We've got 77 of the really big ones. We've got space for 40 odd. If we take 40, we'll have 37 berths of the big set and we'll make the most money. The others are still, yeah, I mean, yeah, because we've not got enough space, so it really is now more about maximising the profits from taking that. That's quite a few. Yeah, I knew there wasn't a lot of room. So, if that's the case, let's leave this there. Grab this, because we really need to be taking this now before the births happen in the morning. Really? And this is the last job we're doing. I thought I'd explain it without just time-lapsing, without my, you know, an explanation on what or why I'm doing what I'm going to do. Yeah, obviously you make more money from the big ones, but they're also your breeders, but then so are the others, the middle ones as well. And it doesn't really matter at what point they are in, we're not selling them. So in a way, it does make more sense to sell the bigger ones. But obviously, if we're selling 40, that leaves 37, which means it's going to fill this again. There's probably 3 short, but there's no perfect way to do this. I think it's this side, I'm sure I am right. It's right by the green door, I'm sure. It is. Right, so then, it's the 8791, select, and just, we will need to fill it. 13 is what we can do. Right, okay, move to trailer. Yes. And I think the animal dealer's just across the road, isn't it? Isn't that where we went before? Yeah. Now, I don't know if this is weird because I never do this. Is there a good or a bad time? I think that animals are worth. Are they? I have no idea. Are they worth the same no matter what? Or I know there is good and bad times to, but I don't think the game figures that, does it? Let's have a look now. Yeah, which is the way in? I think it's. Oh, I know. I do know. I remember. I have remembered. Yeah, it's right near the biogas plant, but it's the middle gate. Right, so then we need to be doing 3 runs of this really, and that'd be about perfect, almost perfect. And then in the morning, the burst will happen, obviously of what's left of the big lot, which will pretty much fill the thing completely. And at that point, obviously, I think the berths then, again, you're still probably better to move the, yeah, really, it's the eldest set that you've got, because if it was for meat, they're the biggest. And now I know in real life, have I? Ooh, I have. Yeah, because it lowers as well, doesn't it? My bad. Yeah, in real life there is a weight, an ideal weight that they're looking for. I know my uncle used to have to try and meet that weight, and he would often, yeah, it's funny, but he would often be slightly too big, and he gets penalised for that. No, not quite right. That's it. Right, so we want the Noah. Select all 13 and sell. Ooh, that is not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. You see, I never, yeah, normally I would sell them, but again, we are selling the biggest ones that are worth the most. Yeah, never really do this. I've always just left animal husbandry to the game's devices with having the enhanced animal system on, because it automatically sells them. Of course, it does still do a transport cost, but in a big let's play, when you've got lots of things going on, sometimes, well, I don't know, yeah, I can see that this is an area of the game that I've not looked into enough. In fact, but I think looking at a lot of content creators, I think that's quite true of almost all. I've never seen anybody go into this in any great detail, but that doesn't mean to say they haven't. Now, I have seen Mr. CP when he does his tutorials on, yeah, he does, and like when you're fattening things up like cows for meat, all those type of things, he does it then as well. So right now we need to go this way. Okay, so probably the others do as well if they're doing tutorials. I would imagine, really, that they would do that. So, oh, not, yeah, not quite there. Right, so 879, select, move to trailer, yes. Fold that away. Try not to keep clouting the one more journey, and then that is us. That's not going to be a bad. That's going to be 40 odd grand. No, 33,000. Not bad, really. From something that's going to be topped up, really back up to the full amount. So we're going to have more than we had this month. So yeah, and obviously maximum value. I know we're losing some, but to be honest, we're almost filling it with what we've got left anyway, and we've sold the most. And obviously the middle ones that are still reproducing, they're growing each month as well. And I would also imagine from a sheer practical sort of side, the bigger the animal, the more the appetite. And I know I know you're not doing it for that reason. That's not my reason. But what I'm trying to say is it is also logistics. That obviously the bigger the animal, the more they're going to eat. Whereas the medium ones are not going to eat quite so much. As a rule of thumb, nothing ever works out exactly like that, does it? But yeah, roughly. It doesn't like you doing that. I had worked that out. Yeah, it doesn't like you. You have to sort of go past the trigger, switch it off, and then switch it on. It likes you to back up to it. So you've got to actually be almost on the... Right, no, yes. Fold away. And I think we're ready to move on to March morning, which is where we're going to leave it for the next session, where we're going to do all of our planting of the cotton. Quite looking forward to that. Yeah, it is going to be a monster harvest, though. If we're only going to go for one harvester, I've always done a couple. I suppose we could do a couple. The harder you hit it, the more quickly it's over, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, but obviously, yeah, from a sheer human perspective, really, it does take a long time to harvest a field. I don't think you want to be viewing it for 4 hours. You know, yeah, you do. I think in the end, I think I had 2 or 3 on Nevada. The one where I did cotton in the biggest way, one of Alien Jim's map in FS19. I think I had 3 harvesters in the end. There was only the cases around at that time, but yeah, I had 3 of those. No, I did, yeah, it was. I thought it wasn't 2, it was in the end 3, because it was about the optimal amount for... Select, move to trailer, yes. Down to 192. I might have miscalculated. 192. So, yeah, we're going to pretty much get back up to, and then the other ones are going to fill it. In fact, more than fill it. So we need to also get rid of some of the middle ones, but they're not ready to drop just yet. If we look at them, they are, I think, 2 months away. They are... Those ones, the middle. Yeah, 50% reproduction. So they're 2 months away from reproducing. So in a couple of months, or in 1 month, if I'm right, then... Oh, my bad. Oh. Yeah, that means we would need to grab some of those and take those to market. Of course, they're not going to be worth the same. They're not quite as old. But that way, we're keeping the thing filled up. The younger coming on, and then oh yeah, it is a matter of that. I'm not sure whether the middle set we're just going to leave alone, because the middle set have got to become the older set now, as in because we've almost decimated the old ones, or we've literally halved them. In fact, more than halved, or taken slightly more than half away. So this is a bit of a trial and error jobby, really. Ooh. We've done it again. Now then, this time let's go past the trigger and reverse up to it. It does definitely work better. I did work this out that first time. With not doing this very often, usually, nearly always, sell just through the mechanism of the game. Not, yeah, just because... Oh, I have worked it out. I have... this type of thing is far more cost effective. You see, there, I'm a mile away from it, and it's quite happy with that. Select, sell, yes. Right, smashing. And that's at 499,747. We have 38 of the biggies left, which means 38 births, which would take that up to almost the 77 again. But then in 2 months, they're going to reproduce 77 animals, and they're going to overfill it. So we really would be better when they're about to give birth. In fact, when these have given birth, we could at that point sell the biggies completely again, leaving the little one, the medium ones, to become the big ones, to grow into them. Also, it's the perfect way to get rid of your older stock. You're getting the best possible price for them. They're not getting too old, because obviously, I mean, I know myself, logistics, animals, it's, yeah, you've got to sort of take your heart out of it, really, if you're going to do this. I don't think it would do me, even though my family was in it. I'm not sure my heart's in it for selling animals for meat, sort of thing. I can see why people become vegetarians, really. It's not cruel, it's necessary, it is, and it's even biblically allowed. There's no wrong in having meat, there really isn't. It was an allowance since the time of Noah. So, yeah. Just for those who are interested. Right, well, yeah, that's true. We can stick that back where it used to be. Just tightly against that fence. Doesn't really get in the way an awful lot. There we go, smashing. I think that is a wrap. I think we've got the food is at max. Straw is at max. We've taken the slurry away and it's topping up a little bit. We've done all of the manure. We've done that. Switch the biogas plant back on. We've got the solid fertilizers at manure plus slurry. That is going to produce quite a bit of. That's going to be 80 odd tons of manure, if I'm not. No, that is definitely right. Straw, yeah, we can't really afford to do the. We could do it with that one though. We could slip the digestate into doing the straw, making manure, to pop that up, because it's not going to like kill things. So what I'd like to do now is take us through to March morning. I think we've done everything, haven't we? Just trying to think. Yeah, I've done those fields that I didn't want to miss. Yeah. 9. Oh, no, it's going to be 8 o'clock. We're changing, aren't we? Yeah. Want an early start in March. Let's see if I'm right about the births, because if I am right, then those 38 should produce 38. I might be out by a month. Yeah, this is new to me, this particular side of actually trying to work this out. So, am I right? I am. Smashing. So, yeah, they've just given birth. So really, if I want that does prove that I'm right. So those ones, we need to do the same with those. Which, no, we don't actually. We need to get rid of, which is a horrible way of saying it, that 38 there. We're going to have 77, 77, 77 again, plus 38. Will about fill us perfectly, and we will sell the ones worth the most value. So if we sell the Benteams, the 38 that's left, that have now just given birth to that 38, we should really fill this when that 77 next month give birth, if we take those this particular month, if I remember, of course. Now that how much slurry we've got? Why, 11 tons? Well, really, yeah. No, it's almost a full day, I suppose. 730,000. Oh my life. That is amazing. Need a vehicle to remind these that they shouldn't be hovering in the ground. Right, let's borrow you. Because those bales are defying gravity and it's just not right. We need to remind them that that's not allowed. Yeah, that's more like it. Smashing. So that is phenomenal. I really did not expect that. Right, let's have a look into sales. We have another, and another 9 meter this time. No, there's nothing there. So the one thing we are going to have to do for this particular time is we're going to have to, which we're about to do it now, we are going to lease a planter, a big one, and we're still going to use a 6 meter as well. We also need a bit more seed. No, we haven't got any. We literally used everything we'd got. So well, we've got what's left in the planters and the seed. That's it. And we could eject it out the seeder because we're not going to use a seeder again. What am I doing miscellaneous for? Why am I? Oh, of course, I'm used to. It's ever so weird going from Let's Play to Let's Play when I've got the mods on the others. You're that used to seeing things in the way that you see them. Right, I want the big Kinsey. We've got 500 horsepower. We can do it. Yeah, that's a 350. And it is a no-till, is it not? It is. And it'll do. We also need some liquid fertilizer, and I'm going to miss my normal packs because it's going to cost us a fortune. That's the only bad thing about doing these. No, we don't. We could buy it, I know. But this is the last year, and I like to try to. Yeah, no, it's 12 grand, I know, and it might cost us 36,000 or something silly, get 3 hours or whatever. But it is what it is, right? So we want pallets. We need to have. This is going to cost us a fortune. 1, 3, I think, and what's because one's Corteva and one's Helm. Right, so we need also some seeds. No, the seeds aren't so cheap. No, there's better value seeds. I think in the big bags, I think they were the best value. We said 800 for 1,000. I think quite a lot. I'd say 6. Maybe need more, but we'll go for 6 for now. Seeds, fertilizer. We also need. No, we've got plenty of dry fertilizer. That's why it's a little bit expensive, really. But yeah, with dry fertilizer, we've got plenty of lime. I think that is it. So we'll go grab that next session, and we shall hit these fields. If I can think of it, I'm going to try and get the courses. Well, we've got some 6 meter courses, haven't we, really? So obviously we can do some of these. I think we'll do the split field with the 6 meter and the other 2 big fields. Let's have a quick look at how we're doing. Yeah, we've got. Oh, we didn't scan the other field. Yeah, so we'll scan field 30 next time. Can we buy the data? Oh, I know we can, but I mean, is it worth it? Is it? If it's 5 grand, I'll do it. Ooh. Oh, go on. We're doing well. Yeah, it just saves us one job. I know it's not really lazy. But at the minute now we've got a lot on. So field 13 and 15 we'll do with the Kinsey. We'll start with the 6 meter. I think we'll only probably achieve 2 of those, and then we'll hit the Kinsey with the other sections then, and it's going to be a combination of workers and me tidying up. I think it'll be literally. I think I'll do exactly what Marty said. I'll do a couple of headlands, or at least one, because it's an 18 meter. Or we'll do one headland around 13, let it go. Then I'll go and take over the 6 meter. I'd forgotten I'd not got Courseplay. I was about to make a course earlier, and I thought, you've not got Courseplay on this? Yeah, on these fields here. I don't know what that patch on 10 is. It's been done, though. I did try and go over it. It was quite amazing. So, right, but that is where we're going to leave it. 694,000 is a very good place to be. I mean, yeah, but obviously a lot of what we've done when we do get out is we've got infrastructure that you've got to sort of bear in mind. The animals are nearly full, so I mean we're doing well. I mean slurry, manure, our businesses, it's all doing really, really well. So, and also we've pretty much bought everything that we need to buy. for this, yeah, for going forward. So there's not really any costs for equipment, and there might be the odd little thing that we think, oh yeah, that'll be useful. But yeah, we've got telehandlers, we've got lorries, we've got backs, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I think really the money that should tick up now is going to be what is left at the end of the Let's Play for how well did we do, which that is fantastic. Right, anyway, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.